High school reunions can be an embarrassment, a ton of fun, or a living nightmare, or some intricate cocktail of all of those. Uh, you got to go to at least one. If you go to two or more, people start accusing you of not having a life, and they'll probably be right. Our 75th high school reunion was just something else. It was 5 days and nights of parties. People started arriving on Thursday, and that began with word of mouth about a big block party on the empty parking lot next to Colecus Fish and Chips, a famous Winnipeg haunt. And I think cities all over the world have a place like this. If they don't, they should. They're run by a family. It's one of those joints where the hamburgers and the hot dogs are named after someone you went to chem lab with, right? And the fries are extremely thin and salty and just delicious, like French steak fries. Anyway, Friday night, there were a lot of private parties, but uh, um, the big thing that happened for me, of course, Saturday night was the convention center, and I was sitting at table 47, 5,000 people. My Aunt Toby was sitting at table 447. That's how many people there were. And many people went to our high school, became famous entertainers and so on, and they did all the entertaining. But as good as they were, we hardly even paid attention to them because we're all caught up with ourselves and yelling and screaming and laughing. And I couldn't sit still. The food was sort of boring. And I was walking around. One of my great moments was when someone hollered at me, "Hey, Burner, Burner, you look great. You look fabulous. You look like a movie star. What are you doing these days?" And I said, "I'm a movie star." Early Friday night, we all went to the high school, and a really stunning moment happened for me. I was just sort of leaning against the wall, and this woman walked by, and she looked at the number on my chest here, and it was the year we were in high school, and she decided that wasn't her year, so she kept walking, and I said, "Well, maybe we lived on the same street," and she said, "Oh, I lived on St. John's." I said, "Well, there you are. So did I. What number?" And she said, 441. I said, "Well, that's it, because I lived at 439, so we must have been next door neighbors." She said, "No, no, no, that's not possible. 439 was the Seagulls." I said, "Yes, that's my grandparents, the Seagulls." "No, no, no. 439 was where Toby lived." I said, "Toby is my mother's kid sister. What's the matter with you?" And she stared at me. She said, "No, no." And all of a sudden, boing, this light bulb went off. And she said, "Oh my God, you're the little kid on the black English bicycle." And I just teared up. And I said, "Yeah, that's me. I'm the little kid on the black English bicycle, but now I have white hair." Pickle, we try to stay in the present most of the time. We do our best. And a bit of futurizing doesn't hurt once in a while if you don't get too carried away. But every so often, it don't hurt to be reminded of who we were and where we come from.